animal chiropractic friends. It's not unusual to hear people wonder about things like, or to do things like, for instance, we have a mastermind that meets the first, third, and fifth Monday of every month. It's a group of animal chiropractors. And the important thing about that is to know this. It is a group specifically created for animal chiropractors to help them grow their practice, to help them grow their mindset, to help their clients thrive and survive as animal chiropractors, and to help their clients in a better way. They learn all kinds of things. They learn how to manage their income. They learn how to be brave and go take the A.C.E.S exam and understand the tips and tricks that they'll need for that exam. That said, many of those doctors, they opt out of it on a regular basis because they feel like they're just losing money. They're wasting their $20 a month. Wait a minute, $20 a month. So here's my real point. My real point is this: how do you get your money's worth? Especially even if you're only spending $20 a month on a product or a service or some subscription you have. How do you get your money's worth? One of the best ways to get your money's worth is to show up, to do your part. If you don't participate in those activities, there's no way for you to get the value out of it. And I myself have belonged to different coaching groups that I didn't show up for. I didn't know I was supposed to show up for every meeting. I didn't recognize that those meetings were for me, so I didn't go. And I didn't do the work. And if I didn't do the work, I didn't make the money. In return, I didn't get the value back. And that happens to a lot of us. And I mean, for $20 a month, guys, that's not very much. Most people spend that on just things like coffee every day and things that they don't really need. So showing up, part of it is this: why even have it cost anything if the cost is dissuading people from showing up? And I'll tell you this: the reason that it has to have a price is that people will not show up for themselves if they didn't have to pay for it, if they didn't have to make a contribution. So it's the bottom line. That's how things happen. And so for those doctors who get things given to them, we talked about this a little bit last week. When you're a student in a program, you get a lot of perks. You get a lot of perks because the program usually looks at you and says, oh, but you're a poor student. You can't afford anything. And we know that you're already paying us tuition. I mean, we probably do that too. The other flip side of that is, as soon as you graduate, now you're a doctor. Now you have a possible income stream that we've taught you how to do. And that when you were a student, you showed up so you could get the grades. Now that you're not a student anymore, you don't show up for yourself. And when people stop showing up for themselves, they stop getting the benefits of that activity. We've seen it even more recently with people who are doing things like going back to church. That showing up for yourself at group events, even like going to church, means that you're going to spend time with a community of like-minded people who are going to help you continue to do better in life, who are going to help you continue to value yourself, who are going to help you continue to be your best self. It doesn't mean that you were before you went. So just like these coaching subscription groups, people oftentimes don't show up for them because they're intimidated, because there are people there who've been there longer and know more. And I can't say anything because if I do, I might be wrong. And I might be wrong is a learning experience. If you're a veterinarian or a chiropractor who has yet to add animal chiropractic to your practice, find us today at animalchiropracticeducation.com. We just had a bunch of students who went and sat for the A.C.E.S exam this past weekend. And we always hear from them, and we have not heard anything from any of them this weekend, which is kind of crazy and a little bit mysterious. So we'll be reaching out to some of them over the course of the next couple days. If you're a veterinarian or a chiropractor who has yet to add animal chiropractic to your practice, find us today at animalchiropracticeducation.com.